everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today let's dive into something that shapes the world around us, trigonometry. You might think it's just about angles, triangles, but it's just actually so much more than that. Now, let's start with its importance. Trigonometry helps us to see the hidden connection between the shapes, distance, and directions. It teaches us how angles and sides work together, and in the process, it sharpens our logic, patience, and problem-solving skills. It's like training your brain to think in 3D. Now, moving on to the application of trigonometry. From the tallest skyscrapers to the flight paths of airplanes, trigonometry is everywhere. Engineers use it to design buildings, and architects use it to build strong and beautiful bridges. Even the game designers rely on it to create realistic movements in 3D worlds. It's amazing how something we learn in class can help shape real life. And finally, let's talk about the topics we'll cover. We explore the basic trigonometric ratios like sine, cosine, tangent, and vice versa, and learn how they help us solve problems involving height, distance, and angles. These are the tools that connect math to the real world. So, as we go through this lesson, remember trigonometry isn't just about solving for x. It's about discovering how math builds our world and pushes us to think beyond the surface. I hope you learned a lot and got inspired to see trigonometry in a whole new light. Thank you for listening and continue to watch this video.
Our first topic, which is the conversion of degrees to radian and vice versa. Kapag ang given na meron tayo is degree at gusto natin siya i-convert to radian, ang formula na gagamitin natin is degree multiplied by pi over 180 degree. Kapag naman ang given natin ay radian tapos gusto natin siya i-convert to degree, ang gagamitin natin na formula is radian measure multiplied by 180 degree over pi. So let's have an example. Convert degree to radian. Convert 135 degree to radian. So, since ang given na meron tayo is degree, tapos gusto natin siya i-convert to radian, ang gagamitin natin is yung degree multiplied by pi over 180 degree. So, let's answer the questions. 135 degree multiplied by pi over 180 degree. First is degree, nakalimutan natin. So, first is cancel out the degree. Then, multiply. 135 multiplied by pi is 135 pi over 180. And after that, kunin natin yung GCF nila or simplify natin yung fraction. Pwede natin i-divide yung dalawang number na yan sa 45. So, 135 divided by 45 is equals to 3. Equals to 3. Ano naman, 180 divided by 45 is equals to 4. So, 4. Lagay natin dito is yung pi dito. So, ito na yung sagot. Or, nakasimplify na siya. So, 135 degree, kapag kinonvert natin siya into radian, ang magiging sagot ay 3 pi over 4. And now, this time, we will do the opposite. We convert now the radian into degree. Our second problem is convert 7 pi over 4 to degree. And the formula we will use is radian measure multiplied by 180 degree over pi. So, let's answer the question. Where the problem? Let's answer the problem. 7 pi over 4. Then, yung formula natin na 180 degrees over pi. So first, let's cancel out the pi. Then multiply the 7 and 180. 180 multiplied by 7 is 1,260 degree. And over 4. Then after that, divide 1,260 over 4. So 1,260 divided by 4 is equals to 315 degrees. Since degrees to. Degrees. So, yung 7 pi over 4 kapag kinonvert natin into degree, ang magiging answer is 315 degrees. And now, let's proceed to other topic, which is the coterminal angles. Before we start, let's have a short recap about coterminal angles. Coterminal angles are angles that share the same terminal side but have a different measure. To find them, we either add or subtract 360 degree if we're using degrees. But if we're using radians, we add 2 pi. Let's try two example. Number 1 is determine a positive angle coterminal to negative 120 degree. The second one is determine a positive angle coterminal to negative 11 pi over 4. Let's start solve the first one. Yung hinahanap sa first problem is yung mayroon tayong given na negative 120 degree tapos gusto natin mahanap yung positive angle coterminal niya. So, negative 120 degrees. Then, plot muna natin siya. Since our given is negative, that means it's rotating clockwise. Clockwise, pabaliktad. So, since negative 120, dito siya ngayon sa sa quadrant 3. Pag ganon yung, niya, negative 120 degrees. Then, to make it positive, we will add 360 degree. Because 360 degree is the one full rotation of the circle. Negative 120 degree plus 360 is equals to 240 degree. It means 240 degree is the positive coterminal angle of negative 120 degree. Let's plot the positive 240 degree. So, since positive siya, counterclockwise yung rotate niya. So, 90 in sa quadrant 1. Pag sa quadrant 2 is 180 degrees, sa quadrant 3 naman is 270. Since 240 lang siya, dito din siya magi-stop sa same ng negative 120 degrees. So, ayun. Both negative 120 degrees and 240 degree end up the same spot in quadrant 3. They just rotated in different direction. So, our final answer is 240 degree is the positive coterminal angle of 120 degrees. And now, let's work with radians. In problem number 2, we find a positive coterminal angle of negative 11 over 4. So, our given is negative 11 pi over 4 and we're looking for its positive coterminal angle. To find a positive coterminal angle, we will add 2 pi, which is the same as 1 full rotation in radians. Since 2 pi is a whole number, to make it fraction, para magkamukha sila nung our given, just add 1 to make it fraction. Then, since magkaiba sila ng denominator, just multiply its both denominator. 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. So, add here 4. Then, copy again our given 11 pi over 4. Then, our operation is add since we're looking for positive coterminal angle. Then, solve this part. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8 and pi. Then, 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. So, let's solve. Negative 11 pi plus 8 is equals to negative 3 pi. Since they have a same denominator, just copy it. So, we get the answer negative 3 pi over 4. But it's still negative. That means we need to add another 2 pi to make it positive. So, yung nakuha natin na answer kanina is negative 3 pi over 4. And we will add again 2 pi to make it positive. Since 2 pi is a whole number, to make it fraction, just add 1 to its denominator. Then, magkaiba ulit sila ng denominator, so multiply it. 4 times 1 is 4. Add here, then equals. Then, copy again our answer na nakuha kanina, which is 3 pi over 4, then plus again, since we're looking for positive. So, solve this part again. 2 multiplied by 4 is equals to 8 pi. Then, 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. So, equals. Solve this part. Negative 3 pi plus 8 pi is equals to positive pi, 5 pi. And since they have a same denominator, then copy it. So, we will get the answer 5 pi over 4. So, there we go. Our answer is 5. Oh my god, wait. So, our answer is 5 pi over 4. 5 pi over 4 is our positive coterminal angle, coterminal angle of negative 11 pi over 4. Both negative 11 pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4 point to the same line on the unit circle, but one rotates clockwise and the other is counterclockwise. Yung rotate ni negative 11 pi over 4 is clockwise since it's negative, and 5 pi over 4, its rotate is counterclockwise since it's positive. Let's try to plot it. Let's plot it. So 5 pi over 4 will plot in quadrant 3, and its rotate is counterclockwise. 5 pi over 4, and negative 11 pi over 4 is rotate is clockwise since it's negative, so it will end here. So yeah, there are coterminal angles. Now let's move on the reference angle. Let's have a short review about reference angle. Reference angle is the smallest positive angle formed between the terminal side of your angle and the x-axis. It's always positive and less than 90 degrees. Now, let's solve two examples so you can see how it works. We have here number 1, negative 120 degree and 5 pi over 4. Let's solve first the negative 120 degree. Remember that earlier we found that coterminal angle of negative 120 degree is 240 degrees. We will use the 240 degree because it's easier to work with positive angles when finding reference angles. Now, since 240 degree lies on the quadrant 3, 240 degree, the formula we will use is 240 degree minus 180 degree since it lies on quadrant 3, so we subtract 180 degree. We're looking for reference angle since we're looking for this angle. So let's solve this part. 240 degrees minus 180 degree is equals to 60 degree. So the reference angle for negative 120 degree is 60 degree. So this angle measure is 60 degree. That's the small angle between the terminal side and the x-axis. And now let's proceed for the second problem. Find the reference angle of 5 pi over 4. For this one, our angle is 5 pi over 4. And if we convert this into degree, we will get 225 degrees. So, if our given that 5 pi over 4 is equals to 225 degree, it will put us in quadrant 3. 225 degree, dito siya maglalay. So, quadrant 3 siya. If nasa quadrant 3 siya, we should subtract our given sa pi because pi is equals to 180 degrees. Katulad lang ng ginawa natin kanina sa una. So, let's try it. 5 pi over 4 minus pi. Para maging fraction yung pi, lagyan natin ng 1 yung denominator niya. Then, magkaiba ulit sila ng denominator, multiply lang ulit natin yung magkabilang denominator. 4 times 1 is equals to 4. So, copy again our given, then our operation, subtraction, then solve this part. Pi multiplied by 4 is 4 pi. Then, 1 times 4 is equals to 4. Then, equal. 5 pi minus 4 pi is equals to 5. Then, since they have the same denominator, just copy it. So, our reference angle is pi over 4. So, let's plot. Our given lies on quadrant 3. 5 pi over 4. Then, its reference angle is pi over 4. Pi over 4, if we convert this into degree, we will get 45 degrees. So, the answer is the reference angle of 5 pi over 4 is pi over 4 or equals to 45 degrees. So,
Example number 1 is 405 degrees. Identify the angle and find its coterminal angle. First, we have 405 degrees. To find the reference angle, first we need to know in which quadrant this angle lies. If i-illustrate natin yung 405 degrees, maglalay siya sa quadrant 1 kasi yung 405 degrees is more than 360. So, umikot na ng isang buong 360 degrees at naglies na siya dun sa
quadrant 1. Para naman makuha yung reference angle natin, minus lang natin siya sa 360 degrees. So, 405 degrees minus 360 degrees is equals to 45 degrees. So, ayun yung reference angle natin, 45 degrees. After finding the reference angle, now use the SOHCAHTOA method. To recall, SO means sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Ka means cos equals adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA means tan is equals to adjacent over opposite. And Chou-Shakao is the vice versa of the three. We use this to get the exact value of sine, cosine, tangent, and etc. using our special angles. But before we proceed, first, we should know the value of opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. If our angle is 45 degrees, ang value lagi ng opposite at adjacent is square root of 2 over 2. Tapos sa hypotenuse naman is always 1. So let's proceed to SOHCAHTOA. In sine 405 degrees, the value is opposite over hypotenuse. So, ang value ng opposite natin is square root of 2 over 2 and hypotenuse is 1. So, i-substitute lang natin. Square root of 2 over 2 and 1. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng 1 dito para both sila na fraction, para balance sila. And kasi ang value ng hypotenuse is whole number, lagyan lang natin siya ng 1 para pares na silang fraction. So, square root of 2 multiplied by 1 is square root of 2. Then, 2 times 1 is 2. So, the value in sine is square root of 2 over 2. Sa cosine 405 degrees naman, adjacent over hypotenuse. Ang value ng adjacent natin is square root of 2 over 2, tapos the hypotenuse is 1. So, substitute lang natin yung value ng adjacent and hypotenuse. So, ang makukuha natin sagot is square root of 2 multiplied by 1 is square root of 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Sa TOA naman, or tan 405 degrees, it adjacent over opposite. Ang value ng dalawa na ito is square root of 2 over 2. So, substitute lang natin sila. Then, multiply in square root of 2 multiplied by 2. No. Instead of multiplying, we can cancel out. We can cancel out the denominator, yung 2. Then, ang matitira ngayon is yung square root of 2 over square root of 2. Pwede natin i-cancel out yung square root. So, ang matitira is 2. So, 2 over 2 is equals to 1. Now, let's proceed in cosecant. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. So, i-substitute lang natin yung value nila. Yung hypotenuse is 1, tapos yung opposite, ang value natin is square root of 2 over 2. So, pwede naman, kung ano yung sagot sa sine, i-reciprocal lang natin. So, 2 over square root of 2. Since ang denominator natin is square root of 2, kailangan natin siya i-rationalize. So, i-rationalize or i-multiply natin siya both in square root of 2. So, 2 multiply of square root of 2 over square root of 2 is equals to 2 square root of 2 over 2. So, i-cancel out natin yung 2, ang matitira is square root of 2. So, ang magiging sagot ay square root of 2. Sa second naman, ganun din. Kung ano ang sagot sa cos, i-reciprocal lang din natin. So, 2 square root of 2, i-rationalize ulit natin. So, or multiply both in square root of 2. 2 multiply of square root of 2 is equals to 2 square root of 2. Then, cancel out lang din yung square root, ang matitira is 2. So, cancel out the 2 and ang sagot ay square root of 2. Sa cot naman is, same lang sila ng answer sa tan. So, kapag i-summarize natin, yung value ng 405 degrees, yung reference angle niya is 45 degrees. And yung 405 degrees na yun, maglalay siya sa quadrant 1 kasi nakaikot na siya ng isang buo. Then, para naman sa SOHCAHTOA, sa sine, square root of 2 over 2. Yung cos is square root of 2 over 2. Sa tan naman, ang nakuha natin is 1. Para naman sa cosecant, square root of 2. Secant, square root of 2. Tapos sa cot is 1. So, that's how you find the exact value of circular function using reference angles, special angles, and the help of SOHCAHTOA Chou-Shakao. And now, let's proceed to example number 2 for radian. 11 pi over 6. First, hanapin muna natin yung kung saang quadrant naka-lies yung 11 pi over 6. Yung 11 pi over 6, kapag kinonvert natin siya into degrees, ang value niya is 330 degrees. So, maglalay siya ngayon sa quadrant 4. So, ito na drawing lang natin. Para naman makuha yung reference angle niya, ima-minus natin siya sa 2 pi. Bakit sa 2 pi? Kasi 2 pi is equals to 360 degrees. Ima-minus natin siya sa 2 pi kasi nasa quadrant 4 siya. So, let's subtract the 11 pi over 6 to 2 pi. 11 pi over 6 minus 2 pi over 1. Ngayon, naglagay tayo ng 1 kasi whole number siya para balance sila na fraction. So, since magkaiba sila ng denominator, si 2 pi, i-multiply natin siya in both 6.
6 over 6. So, ito. 2 pi over 1 multiplied by 6 over 6. 2 pi multiplied by 6 is 12 pi. 1 times 6 is equals to 6. Then, after makuha natin, itong answer na to, isusubtract natin siya ngayon dun sa given natin. So, 12 pi over 6 minus 11 pi over 6 is equals to 1 pi or pi. Tapos, copy lang the denominator. So, ayan. Ngayon, ang reference angle natin ngayon is pi over 6. Kapag i-convert natin yung pi over 6, ang magiging value niya is sa degree is 30 degrees. So, yeah. Reference angle natin ngayon is pi over 6. Ngayon, hanapin naman natin ngayon yung value ng adjacent, opposite, and hypotenuse. Yung hypotenuse is always 1. Tapos, sa adjacent naman, ang magiging value natin is square root of 3 over 2. Kasi, opposite siya ng 60 degrees. Kasi may technique tayo kapag 60 degrees, ang opposite niya is square root 2 over 2. Kapag naman yung 30 degrees, ang opposite niya is negative 1 over 2. Bakit negative? Kasi nandito siya sa quadrant 4. Now, let's proceed na sa SOHCAHTOA CHOSHAKAW. Sa sin 11 pi over 6, i-substitute lang natin ulit yung value ng opposite and hypotenuse. So, negative 1 half over 1, tapos lagyan natin ng 1 sa denominator para both sila na fraction. So, multiply natin ng 1. Multiply by 1 is negative 1, then 2 times 1 is 2. So, ang answer is 1 half. Sa cos naman is square root of 2 over 1 or hypotenuse, tapos lagyan lang ulit natin yung denominator ng 1. Square root of 3 multiply by 1 is square root of 3. Then, 2 times 1 is 2. So, the answer is square root of 3 over 2. Sa tan 11 pi over 6 naman, TOA, opposite and adjacent. Yung value ng opposite natin is negative 1, tapos sa adjacent is square root of 3 over 2. So, negative 1 half, divide square root of 3 over 2. We can cancel out the denominator, which is the 2, then ang matitira is negative 1 over square root of 3. Since ang denominator ulit natin ay square root of 3, i-rationalize ulit natin siya, or i-multiply natin siya both in square root of 3. So, negative 1 multiplied by square root of 3 is negative square root of 3, then cancel out ulit natin yung square root, then ang matitira is yung 3. So, doon naman tayo sa cosecant. Kung ano yung answer doon sa side, i-reciprocal ulit lang din natin. So, excuse me po. So, ang answer natin sa side is 1 half. Kapag i-reciprocal natin, ang magiging sagot is negative 2 over 1. Or pwede naman na negative 2 na lang. So, sa second naman, reciprocal lang ulit natin yung answer doon sa cos. So, 2 over square root of 3. I-rationalize ulit lang din natin. So, 2 multiplied by square root of 3 is equals to 2 square root of 3. Then, cancel out the square root. Cancel out lang natin yung square root. Then, ang magiging answer is 3. So, the answer is 2 square root of 3 over 3. Sa cot naman is, kung ano yung answer dun sa tan, i-reciprocal lang din natin. So, 3 over square root of 3, i-rationalize ulit natin kasi denominator is by square root. Then, 3 multiplied by square root of 3 is 3 square root of 3. Then, cancel out. Cancel out lang natin yung square root, then the answer is 3. So, cancel lang din ulit natin yung 3. Ang magiging sagot ay square root of 3. So, to summarize, given natin is 11 pi over 6, tapos ang reference angle niya is pi over 6 or 30 degrees. Tapos sa SOHCAHTOA naman, alam ko natin sa side is negative 1 half. Sa cos naman is square root 3 over 2. Sa tan naman is negative square root of 3 over 3. Then sa cosecant naman is negative 2. Sa secant is 2 square root of 3. Tapos 2 square root of 3 over 3. Then sa cot is square root of 3. Also, don't forget that we use SOHCAHTOA to get the base ratio. And always check the sign of sine, cosine, and tangent using the ASTC rule. Pag quadrant 1, all positive. Pag quadrant 2, sine is positive. Kapag quadrant 3 naman, tangent is positive. Pero kapag quadrant 4, cosine is positive. Since yung given natin na 11 pi over 6 is naglay sa quadrant 4, yung cosine is always positive. Then yung sine is negative, tapos yung tan is negative. So, yeah. Now, let's proceed sa graphs and properties of circular function. We have the equation of y equals 4 sine the quantity of 1 half x plus 5 subtract by 4. Tapos, ito yung pinaka-equation natin. Y equals a sine the quantity of bx plus c minus d. So, first, kunin muna natin yung amplitude. Para makuha yung amplitude, kung ano lang yung nasa unahan ng sine. So, ang magiging amplitude natin ngayon is 4. Para naman sa period, we have the formula of 2 pi over b. So, 2 pi, tapos ano ba yung b natin sa equation, which is the 1 half. So, i-substitute lang natin. So, 2 pi over, lagyan natin siya para magiging ganito siya. 2 pi over 1. Since 2 pi is a whole number, gawin natin siyang fraction para balance sila ng 1 half. Then 1 half, then multiply natin siya na pag ganito. So, 2 pi multiplied by 2 is equals 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 pi. Then 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So pwede maging 4 pi na lang yung answer natin. Or 4 pi over 1. Yun yung period natin. 4 pi. Tapos sa x scale naman, para makuha yung x scale natin, kung ano yung value natin dun sa period, yun yung numerator natin. Tapos i-divide lang natin siya sa 4. Ulat. Para makuha yung x scale natin, kung ano yung answer natin dun sa period, yun yung numerator natin. Tapos i-divide natin siya dun sa 4. Bakit 4? Because 4 kasi 4 na quadrant ang meron tayo. So 4 pi over 4, tapos pwede naman natin cancel out na lang. So matitira is pi. Or kapag divide natin, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Tapos pi. So pi ang magiging sagot natin sa x scale. Then para naman sa phase shift, sa phase shift naman, para makuha natin to, kung ano lang yung value doon sa parentheses, yun lang kukunin natin. Or, kukunin natin siya, tapos equate natin siya sa 0. So, yung phase shift, kung ano yung nasa parentheses dito, i-equate natin ngayon yun sa 0. So, 1 half x plus pi equals 0. So, i-transpose lang natin yung pi. So, magiging 1 half equals to negative pi. Since, kung ano yung katabi ni x, doon natin i-divide both sides. So, i-divide natin sila. 1 half, pwede naman pala natin ito i-cancel out since same lang sila. So, ang matira is x then equals to negative pi over 1 half. Si negative pi, lagyan natin siya ng 1. So, negative pi over 1 over 1 half. So, pi multiplied by 2 is negative 2 pi. Then, 1 divided by 1 is 1 or negative 2 pi. Ang start natin is left. Pag ganun yung, kapag nag-drop tayo, nasa left tayo, magi-start pag ganun. Nasa left tayo mauna. Then, sa vertical shift naman, kung ano yung value ng d natin, since d, yung d natin, value ng d natin sa equation is negative 4. So, ang vertical shift natin is 4, tapos pababa, since negative na siya. Then, sa domain and range naman. Sa domain and range, kapag sign, all x is given, or kasama lahat ng x. Dahil sa range naman, sa domain, parang infinite na siya, kaya all x. Tapos sa range naman, meron tayong formula na sinusunod, or like d minus a, then d plus a. So, yung value ng d natin is 4, or negative 4. Yan. Then, sa a naman natin is 4. Negative siya kasi negative yung dito. So, copy lang natin. So, negative, then negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. Then, dito naman sa d plus a, ang d natin is negative 4, tapos yung a natin is positive. So, positive 8. So, 4. So, negative 4 plus 4 is equals to 0. So, ang range natin is negative 8, 0. So, yan. Pag nakuha na natin lahat yan, yung amplitude, period, x scale, phase shift, vertical shift, tapos domain and range, pwede na tayo mag-graph. So, let's proceed to graphing.
And now, let's proceed into graphing. So, una, gawa muna tayong number lines. Yung mga number lines na ito, yung mga pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, nakuha natin siya sa x scale. Para makuha natin siya, plus lang natin. So, yung value natin sa x scale is pi. So, pi plus pi is 2 pi. 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi and so on. Then, yung mga nakuha naman natin dun sa amplitude, vertical shape, and phase shape, i-plot natin siya dito sa number line and gawin natin siya ng broken lines. Sa amplitude, ang nakuha natin is 4 pi. So, naglagay tayo dyan ng broken lines. Sa phase shape naman, ang value kanina is negative pi. So, gumawa din tayo ng broken lines. Sa vertical shift din, naglagay tayo ng broken lines and yung value niya is negative 4 pi. So, let's start into plotting. Since may intersection dito, which is yung phase shift and vertical shift, dito tayo magi-start. So, ayan, may dot dito. Then, sabi kanina dun sa period natin, or yung period natin is value is 4, then yung value niya nga is 4, so, magbibilang tayo. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, hanggang dito, 4 yung interval niya or yung period. So, hanggang dito yung first complete cycle, or first full complete cycle. So, dito tayo magtatapos ng first cycle. Tapos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito naman yung second cycle natin. So, kung dito yung first cycle natin, dapat per number may mga dots. Dito, so aangat tayo, lalagay tayong dots dito. Then, sa next naman is dito, sa 0, datapat yung dot natin. So, then, sa next number naman is dito, sa pi, and negative 8 pi dito. Then, sa 2 pi naman, maglalagay din tayo ng dot. Then, sa next naman, sa 3 pi, yan, lagay din ng dot. Per number, sunod-sunod lagyan natin ng dot dito din. Dito. Then, sa 5 pi, dito. Then, 6 pi, dito. So, 6 pi, yung last cycle natin. So, ayan. So, yung mga coordinates natin na plot dun sa graph natin is yung point 1 is yung negative 2 pi, and negative 4. Then, the second point is yung negative pi and 0. Tapos yung third point is yung 0 and yung negative 4. Sa point 4 naman is yung pi and negative 8. Then sa point 5 naman, point 5 is yung 2 pi and negative 4. This is the 5 key points that we need to plot to draw one complete cycle of the graph. Ganon din sa second cycle. Yung ano natin is yung 3 pi and 0 sa negative 4 pi and 4 pi and negative 8 pi and 5 pi and 6 pi and negative 4 pi. Yun yung mga key points para makakomplete tayo ng second cycle. So, that's all. And now let's proceed into second sample, which is the cosine. So y is equals to 4 cos the quantity of 1 half x plus pi minus 4. So now, kunin natin ngayon yung amplitude. Alam naman natin, para makuha yung amplitude, kunin lang natin yun sa unahan ng cos. So, kung ang katabi ng cos is 4, yun yung amplitude natin, yun yung absolute value ng amplitude. So, sa period naman, meron tayong sinusunod na formula which is the 2 pi over b. So, 2 pi, ang value ng b natin sa equation is 1 half. So, i-substitute lang natin. So, 2 pi over 1 divided by 1 half is equals to 4 pi. Paano nakuha 4 pi? 2 pi multiplied by 2 is 4 pi, then 1 times 1 is 1. So, pwede natin isulat na 4 pi na lang imbes na 4 pi over 1. So, sa phase shift naman, kukunin natin yung phase shift dito sa naka-parenthesis lang. Kunin natin yung value na nasa parenthesis, then equate natin siya into 0. So, 1 half x plus pi is equals to 0. Then, transpose natin yung pi sa kabila. So, 1 half x is equals to negative pi. Then, i-divide natin siya both side into 1 half. So, cancel out the parehas na 1 half. So, matitira na lang is si x. Then, negative pi divided by 1 half. So, negative pi times 2 is equals to 2 pi. So, 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Pero pwede natin siya isulat na lang ng negative 2 pi. Next is vertical shift. Para naman makuha yung vertical shift, tingnan lang natin siya dito sa equation natin. Kasi sa D, ang vertical shift, kukunin lang natin siya sa equation na D. Yung D natin is negative 4. So, vertical shift natin is negative 4 tapos pababa. Then, sa x-scale, ang x-scale natin is, para makuha natin yung x-scale, kunin natin yung nakuha nating value dun sa period, which is yung 4 pi, then divide natin siya sa 4. So, cancel out the 4, then ang makuha natin is si pi. So, x-scale natin is pi. Then, sa domain and range, yung domain natin is always all x, or negative infinity and positive infinity. Sa range naman, gamitin lang natin yung formula na to. So, yung d natin is negative 4, so substitute natin. Then, yung a natin is 4. Pero yung nandito sa formula is negative a, so gagawin natin negative yung a natin. Then, yung d natin is negative 4, tapos dito positive yung a, so gagawin natin positive din. So, negative 4 plus negative 4 is equals to negative 8. Then, negative 4 plus 4 is equals to 0. So, ang range natin is negative 8, 0. So, yan. Now, let's proceed sa graphings. Hindi na ko ba yan? Ngayon, gawa tayo ng number line. Then, yung mga numbers ulit natin sa number line, kunin lang natin siya sa x-scale. Ang x-scale natin is pi, so yan yung lalagay natin sa number line. So, pi plus pi is equals to 2 pi. 2 pi plus pi is equals 3 pi and so on. Then, yung mga broken lines na yan, ito saan ba ito nakuha? Yung negative 2 pi sa phase shift natin. Ito sa phase shift, tapos ito sa amplitude natin. Amplitude natin siya nakuha. Ang value niya is 4 pi. Ang value ng amplitude natin is 4 lang pala, not 4 pi. Then, dito, ito, 4 pi, nakuha natin pala siya dun sa vertical shift natin, because yung vertical shift natin is negative 4 tapos pababa. So, 0 from negative 4, dun natin nakuha yung broken line na to dun sa vertical shift. So, now, proceed tayo dun sa mga dots na to. Yung first dot natin, nakuha natin siya dun sa phase shift natin na value, which is yung negative 2 pi. So, ito yung first dot natin. Yung second dot natin is next nung negative 2 pi, which is negative pi, tapos nakatapat siya dito sa negative 4 pi. Yun yung second dot natin. Next is third dot natin is yung 0. 0 nakatapat tapos dito sa negative 8 pi. So, ito yung third dot natin. 0 and negative 8 pi. Yung fourth dot natin is, kung ano yung next, diba 0? So, ang next niya is pi. So, dito natin siya tatapat sa pi, tapos dito sa negative 4 pi. Or dun sa vertical shift natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito na yung 4 dot natin. Then, sa 5 is, ano next ni pi is 2 pi. So, dito natin lalagay yung dot natin sa 2 pi and 0. So, ito yung first cycle natin. So, graph lang natin. Ayan. So, ayan. Ito yung first cycle natin. Bilangin natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dapat to kasi 4 yung period natin. 4 pi yung period natin. Yun yung interval o yung layo o pagitan nila. So, 1, negative pi, 0, pi, and negative, 2 pi. Ulit, negative pi, 0, pi, and 2 pi. Yun yung first cycle natin. Next is, sa second cycle naman, next ng 2 pi and 0 is doon naman sa 3 pi. Tapos, yung dot na ilang dot to? Sa pang-anim na dot naman, nakatapat siya sa 3 pi and dun sa 4 pi. Then, next is, diba, 3 pi, tapos dapat yung next dot nakatapat sa 4 pi, tapos dun sa negative 8 pi. Then, next, sa 5 pi, tapos sa negative 4 pi. Then, sa 6 pi, yun na yung last dot. So, connect natin. So, yan. Ito yung second cycle natin. Yung point natin sa second cycle is 2 pi and 0, 3 pi and negative 4 pi, 4 pi and negative 8 pi, 5 pi and negative 4 pi, and 6 pi and 0. So, yan yung graph natin sa cosine. Yan. Makikita natin yung pinagkaiba ng graph sa cosine and sine. Sa sine kasi, nag-i-start tayo ng wave dito sa intersection na to. Pero sa cosine, kung ano yung value ng phase shift, doon tayo mag-i-start ng wave. So,
For part 1,
that's all.
apply trigonometric identities to find other trigonometric values. So for number 1, we have the given tan theta is equal to negative 5 over 12 and theta is in quadrant 2, meaning that sine is positive and cos would be negative. What we have to find are sine theta, cosecant theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Since the only given that we have is tan theta is equal to negative 5 over 12, we're going to use Pythagorean identity tan squared theta plus 1 is equal to sec squared theta. So we'll write it down first, equal to sec squared theta. And then substitute the value of tan theta. We have negative 5 over 12. And close it with parentheses and then square. Plus 1 is equal to sec squared theta. So negative 5 squared would be 25, positive 25. Negative 12 squared will be positive 144. Plus 1 is equal to sec squared theta. Since we already have the given of tan theta, or the negative 5 over 12, we've also obtained the cot theta by getting its reciprocal form. Negative 12 over 5. And also, after performing this Pythagorean identity, we obtained the sec theta, or 13 over 12. So, the reciprocal of this would be the value of cos, or the cos theta. 12 over 13. Now, since we have the cos theta, we can use another Pythagorean identity, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Bring this down, sine squared theta plus substitute the cos theta value here. So 12 over 13, then enclose with parentheses, and raised to the power of 2 is equal to 1. Sine squared theta plus 12 times 12 would be 144. 13 times 13 would be 169 is equal to 1. Now we can transpose it here to the side. Bring again this down. Sine squared theta is equal to 1 negative 144 over 169. Now to easily subtract these values, we can just do what we did earlier with this one. So, bring this down. Sine squared theta is equal to 1 times 169 is equal to 169, and then copy this as the denominator, 169, minus 144 over 169. So, 169 minus 144 would be 25. Sine squared theta is equal to 25 over, copy the denominator, 169. Since it is raised to 2, we can square root this value and cancel out. So, the square root of this fraction, square root of 25 would be sine theta is equal to 5 over square root of 169 would be 13. Therefore, we obtain the value of sine theta as 5 over 13. We can write it here. 5 over 13. And we can complete this now by getting the reciprocal form of sine theta, 13 over 5. And let us not forget, it is on the quadrant 2, so therefore, this cos theta should be negative. And also the reciprocal form, secant theta, should be negative.
And now, let's proceed to our topic, which is apply trigonometric identities to find other trigonometric values. We have a given sine theta is equals to 5 over 13 and theta is in quadrant 2. So, we have a given that sine theta is equals to 5 over 13. So, we need to look for cosecant theta, cos theta, secant theta, tan theta, and cot theta. So, pwede natin makuha yung value ni cosecant kasi given yung value ni sine, pwede natin siyang i-reciprocal lang. So, 13 over 5. Yan. Then, para naman makuha yung kay cos theta, gagamit tayo ngayon ng Pythagorean identities, which is sine squared theta plus cos theta, squared theta is equals to 1. Since given nga yung sine, i-substitute lang natin 5 over 13 squared plus cos cos squared theta is equals to 1. And 5 squared is equals to 25. Then 13 squared is 169. Plus, yung cos natin, cos squared theta is equals to 1. Then, itong 25 over 169 na ito, i-transpose lang natin siya sa dulo or ipagko-combine lang natin yung like terms. So, cos squared theta is equals to, tapos, itong 1, pwede natin siya gawing 169 over 169. Since ang magiging value niya lang din is 1. Tapos, ima-minus natin ngayon. Since magiging negative siya kasi tinranspose natin siya. So, 25 over 169 is equals to 169 minus 25. 169 minus 25 is, solve natin. 169 minus 25 is 4. 144. So, 144 over 169. So, cos squared theta is equals to 144 over 169. Ito yung nakuha nating sagot kanina. Lagay lang natin. Yan. Then, para matanggal yung squared natin ngayon to. So, cancel out. Matitira ay cos theta is equals to square root of 144 is 12. Then, square root of 169 is 13. So, ang magiging sagot ay cos theta is equals to positive and negative 12, 13. So, ang value ng cos natin ngayon ay 12 and 13. So, since nakuha na natin yung value ni cos, makuha na rin natin yung value ni secant, which is i-reciprocal lang natin yung value nito. So, magiging 13 over 12. So, ang need na lang natin hanapin is yung tan and cot. Since alam na natin yung value ng sine and cos, makukuha na din natin yung tan. Kapag kinancel out natin yung denominator ng dalawa na to. So, tingnan natin, tanggalin natin yung denominator nila. Ang matitira is 5 over 12. So, ayun na yung value ni tan and ni cot. Yung kay cot, 5 over 12, i-reciprocal lang natin. So, magiging 12 over 5. So, yun. Nakuha na natin yung mga trigonometric values ng sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. And we almost forgot the sign of these trigonometric values. Stated in the given that our given lies on quadrant 2. So, nasa quadrant 2 siya. So, may mga values tayo na ang sagot ay negative. So, check natin. So, ayan, nasa quadrant 2 nga. So, ito, hypotenuse, adjacent, and opposite to. So, yan. Since yung sign natin, nakagiven na siya na positive, so positive na siya. So, ang check na lang natin na mga sign is yung cos, tan, and yung sec and cot. Then, let's check. So, ka. So, ka siya. So, adjacent and hypotenuse. Since yung adjacent is nasa baba, so negative siya. So, magiging negative 12 over 13. Ganun din sa secant. Then, doon naman sa tan, towa. Opposite and adjacent. Yung adjacent is nasa baba ulit, so negative din siya. So, negative 5 over 12 and negative 12 over 5. So, yan. Ang pinaka-answer natin is yung cosecant is 13 over 5, yung cos is negative 12 over 13, secant is negative 13 over 12, yung tan is equals to negative 5 over 12, and yung cotangent is negative 12 over 5. So, that's the answer.
Now, for part 2, we'll have to solve situational problems involving trigonometric identities. So, for the first problem, in a zoo, the pandas leader is organizing the bamboo food of pandas. A 25-meter bamboo leans against a vertical wall. The base of the bamboo is 10 meters away from the wall on the ground level. Let theta be the angle formed between the bamboo and the ground. The bamboo acts as the hypotenuse of the right triangle. How high up the wall does the bamboo reach? Also, find sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So let's use the Gupta method with sketch or illustration. So let's start with the given first. We have the C, because it is the hypotenuse, 25-meter bamboo. Let us describe this precisely. It is the hypotenuse and height of the bamboo. For the next given, we have 10 meters, or the distance of the base of a bamboo away from the wall on the ground. Away from the wall on the ground level. On the ground. For the illustration, we're going to have the vertical wall. So this would be the vertical wall and the leaning bamboo. Let's add some details. That would be the leaning bamboo. And let's label it. The size of the bamboo is 25 meters, or the hypotenuse, C. And let theta be the angle formed between the bamboo and the ground. And here, you can write the letter A, or 10 meters, which is the distance of the base of the bamboo away from the wall on the ground. So for the height of the wall, it is still missing, or the unknown. Now for the unknown, we have the height on the wall that the bamboo reaches. And also, we're looking for sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. For the formula, we can use the Pythagorean theorem formula, or the a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And for sine, we can use opposite over hypotenuse. For cos theta, we can use adjacent over hypotenuse. For tan theta, you can use the formula opposite over adjacent. For the solution, you can start finding the first unknown, or which is the height on the wall that the bamboo reaches. So we can use this formula. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So for a squared, or for a, we have 10. 10 squared plus b, this is supposed to be the b, but still missing, so we'll just write it here. And for c, we have 25 meters. 25 squared. So 10 squared, or 10 times 10 is equal to 100, plus, just bring this down, b squared is equal to 25 times 25 would be 625. So this 100 can be transposed to the other side here. So b squared is on the left hand side. B squared is equal to 625. Positive 100 would be negative 100. So we'll have 625 minus 100 would be 525. Square root of b squared cancel out. The square root of 525 would be 5 square root of 21. Or b is approximately 22.91 meters when converted in decimals. Don't forget the units. Since we got the value of b, 5 square root of 21 meters, we can write it here. 5 square root of 21 meters. We can now look for the trigonometric values of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Let's start with sine theta. Sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So for the opposite, we have the opposite of the theta, or the angle here, is 5 square root of 21. 5 square root of 21 over the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is 25. So this can still be simplified. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, so we can eliminate this here, leaving just the square root of 21 and then the numerator side. And 25 divided by 5 would be just 5. For the cos theta, we can use this formula, adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent of the angle is 10. We can write it here, and the hypotenuse is 25. This can still be simplified. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So we have this. So for the last one that we're looking for, tan theta, we can use the formula of opposite over adjacent. So for the opposite, we have 5 square root of 21. 5 square root of 21 over the adjacent, 10 meters, which is 10. This can still be simplified. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1, so it will be eliminated here, leaving just the square root of 21 in the numerator. 10 divided by 5 would be 2. So tan theta would be square root of 21 over 2. Now, in conclusion, therefore, the height on the wall that the bamboo reaches is 5 square root of 21 meters, or in decimals, approximately 22.91 meters. The sine theta is square root of 21 over 5. Cos theta is 2 over 5. And tan theta is square root of 21 over 5.
And now, let's proceed to the solving situational problems involving trigonometric identities. We have a word problem that a building is 20 meter tall and casts a shadow is 15 meter long. Let theta be the angle of elevation of the sun, and find the value of tan theta, sin theta, and cos theta, and the distance between the top of the building and the tip of its shadow. And now, we can see that we have illustration of the word problem. kung saan ito yung building tapos yung shadow niya. Tapos ang hinahanap natin yung distance nung top ng building and yung tip ng shadow, or which is the hypotenuse. So we will use the method of Gupsa. So our given is height of the building is 20 meters long and the length of shadow is 50 meters long. And our unknown is hypotenuse, or the distance between the top of the building and the tip of its shadow. Also, we need to find the value of tan, sine, and cos theta. And we will use the formula of r is equals to square root of a squared plus b squared. So now let's solve and find the answer of the hypotenuse. So para makuha natin yung value ni hypotenuse, gagamitin natin yung formula nito. So r is equals to square root of, ang a natin is yung 20 meter. 20 squared plus, tapos yung b natin is yung 15 meters. 15 squared. So, r is equals to 20 squared is equals to 400. Plus, 15 squared naman is 225. Then, pagplasin natin. 400 plus 225 is equals to 625. So, r is equals to square root of 625. The answer is 25. So, we now get the value of hypotenuse, which is 25 meters long. So, after we get the value of hypotenuse, we can now find the value of tan, sine, and cos. So, first, hanapin natin si sine. Sine theta. So, sine theta is opposite than hypotenuse. Since ang value ng opposite natin is 20 meters, then yung hypotenuse natin is 25. Since nakuha natin siya dito, so 25. So, sine. So, 20 and 25, 20 over 25 yung nakuha natin. Ngayon, pwede pa natin siya gawing i-lowest term. So, lowest term niya is, pwede natin sila divide both in 5. So, 20 divided 5 is 4, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. So, ang value ng sine natin is 4 over 5. Ngayon, ang hanapin naman natin ay si cos. Si cos naman. Cos, theta. Cos is adjacent and hypotenuse. Ang value naman ng adjacent natin is 15 meters. Then, yung sa hypotenuse natin is 25. 25. Lagay lang natin yung value ni adjacent, which is 15 meters. Tapos, yung opposite is 20 meters. Yan. So, balik tayo dito. 15 over 25 yung nakuha natin. Pwede pa natin siya i-lowest term or divide both sides in 5. So, 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 25 divided by 5 is 5. So, ang value ng cos natin is 3 over 5. Ngayon, ang hahanapin naman natin is si tan. Tan theta. Tan theta is opposite and adjacent. So, ang value ng opposite natin is 20 meters and yung value ng adjacent natin is 15. So, 20 over 15 nakuha natin. Pwede ulit natin ito i-lowest term or i-divide both sides in 5. So, 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then, 15 divided by 5 is 3. So, ang value ng tan natin ngayon ay 4 over 3. So, ito yung mga value natin. So, ngayon, nahanap na natin lahat nung nahanap sa word problem, which is yung hypotenuse and yung mga value ng tan, sine, and cos. So, now, doon na tayo sa answer or conclusion. Therefore, the distance between the top of the building and the tip of its shadow is 25 meter, and the value of sine theta is 4 over 5. The value of cos theta is 3 over 5, and the value of tan theta is 4 over 3. So, that's our conclusion. Therefore, the distance between the top of the building and the tip of its shadow is 25 meter, and the value of sine theta is 4 over 5, and the value of cos theta is 3 over 5, and the value of tan theta is 4 over 3. So, we answered the question in word problem. And that's all for today. I hope this video helped you understand the lesson better. Keep learning and exploring about our topic. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Keep on learning, and see you next time.